Well, good day, and I love you. I'm Heather Peterson Lockhart, and I am the chiefess. But today I think I'm going to be someone else. In fact, I want to introduce y'all to my new character. Her name is Honey. My mama used to say you win more bees with honey. My mama was a practitioner of the law of attraction, and she didn't even know she was, because that's before we called it the law of attraction. Anyway, she used to say you win more bees with honey, right? But then I went under some engineering and I accepted a soul contract where I decided to be a human doing and try to become the biggest beast I could and beat man at everything. And guess what I did? At a whole lot, yeah. I was like really, really strong and really, really big, and to the degree that even children would come up to me and say, "Hey, Miss Heather, you're a beast." And I could not backhand them, so I would go, "Yes, I am, honey." Anyway, so it took me a long time of human doingism and getting real big and being real well. Becoming all about my performance and not about my being at all, right? And anyway, that got old. And so I had my ass kicked severely by the universe multiple times for me to surrender that aspect of self and glow and start to allow the divine feminine aspect of myself, my true femininity, my true woman. And that, my friends, is the sweet art of surrender. Only most people I know don't think anything about surrender is sweet. And I never did neither back in the day. I called it punking out. And then another P word, which was supposed to mean something deficient. But actually that organ is one of the most accommodating, amazing, acclimating, gifted, strong organs in the body. So it's like an oxymoron, and that calling anybody the P word wouldn't make any sense. But back to what I was saying. So I used to be this human doing, and then I decided, well, I got my ass kicked, and then I decided to surrender. And now I am learning how to just sit still, step into my creativity, learn to pay attention to all the things that are going on around me and within me, and to really show up to life. And then to choose the next best action for myself and my highest evolution and the highest outcome of all those around me. Because if I choose my highest good, I'm choosing the highest good for all those around me. And then guess what? I get to become who I want to be and act in a way that I find appropriate and actually behooving. It's beautiful. So check this out. I came home the other day. My daughter got married, as I shared with you all on here, blessedly. And I came home to a text that, no joke, says, I have an ass load of lilies. Would you please provide them a home and rescue them? And it just so happens that my favorite flowers are sunflowers and lilies. Yes. And I have sunflowers growing in my yard now. And guess what? This is part of the ass load of lilies. Look at this. These beautiful babies found a new home in my yard yesterday. I have some in my garden. I have some in the fairy forest by the creek. I didn't ask for them. They were literally delivered to my door with a request for me to take care of them. I mean, right? And that's the kind of life I live today. When I get up every day and consciously choose who I want to be and what that looks like and what behavior I associate with this type of being. And then I conduct myself accordingly. And guess what? Magic happens. Truly. It is the art of manifestation. It is. Which brings me to, I'm running a workshop. We're going to actually move it back a week. We're going to start it the first weekend in July. And it's called Mend Your Manifestation Magic. And this is the kind of stuff it's about. Each of us have hitches in our giddy-ups, depending on how we're behaving, how we're believing, and we get in our own way of living the life we want to live, having the health we want to have, looking the way we want to look, creating the life of our desires. So I'm offering a 4-week workshop. There's details all over my social media if you're interested. And you can join me and you can learn to mend your manifestation. But today I just wanted to share with you all that, like, for those who go back with me, like, I was about as hardcore as they come. I mean, seriously, I was extremely strong. I hit 163 pounds at 6% body fat as a drug-free bodybuilding woman. The bird thinks it's impressive. Like I could squat 315 pounds when I was 7 months pregnant with my son, talking through it, because it was a lot less than I was squatting before. I just am freak strong, and my personality was reflective of that. I was extremely disciplined. I am one of the most disciplined human beings I've ever met in my life. So to ask me to surrender to something, or to just sit still and let it come to you, is completely against everything I've learned. You know, no, you got to hustle, you got to go after it, you got to be intense, you got to pay attention, you got to try harder, right? And so this is a completely different way of living for me. And so my character, Honey, she gonna call in everything she want like the Queen Bee. She gonna be so sweet and just drip with honey, and everything she want just come to her. So I wanted to introduce my new character, especially to those of you who have been working on my character with me in my Create the Character workshops. She has a name now. Her name is Honey. And she puts syllables in words that sometimes they only have one, but she makes it two. Just like that. Like that. Yes. It's really southern. So anyway, I'll get back to you with more on Honey later. And for the rest of yous, what color should I dye my hair next? That's the next question on the table. Yes, I'm serious. Comment in the comments. Please go to my YouTube channel. Search The Chiefess and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then hit me with comments as to what color we should put in my hair next moving forward. So this is what we're working with. What color's next? Put it in the comments. Thank you for joining me. Go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe on my YouTube channel, The Chiefess. I'll put the link next to this video. Love on yourself today. And just be kind and comforting to you. What a novel concept. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.